After last week's episode that ultimately became a bloodbath, with 7 main characters being killed off, 1923 came to a close in quite the dramatic fashion. And that was all before this week's finale that saw the battle for the iconic Yellowstone Dutton Ranch culminate in a massive gun battle at the Rayall train station and the ranch itself. The finale also finally reunited the beloved couple Spencer Dutton Brandon Sklenar and Alexandra Julia Schlepfer after traumatic journeys on both sides. While there were many other minor character deaths, only one major character was killed, in a rather heartbreaking fashion. Though Alex does finally reunite with her love Alex and deliver their child, who is most likely John Dutton II, the father of Kevin Costner's John Dutton III, they don't have a happy ending. After being ravaged by the elements, Alex is finally saved by Spencer, though being stranded in the freezing cold ultimately took its toll, costing Alex her life, which fans were clearly not pleased about. Alex has been on quite the tumultuous journey from her native England to New York City to Chicago, where she was befriended by an affluent couple who decided to drive her to Montana when her train was canceled. Unfortunately, they didn't heed the gas station lady's warning that their car won't make it to Montana, and they ran out of gas, stranded in the freezing cold. While Paul and Hillary both succumbed to the elements after trying to warm themselves with liquor, Alex survived, seen in the finale making a fire inside the car. She was ultimately saved when Spencer's train passed her and literally jumped off the train to rescue her. An act so bold, he inspired the train to stop so they could catch up and warm up. While doctors wanted to prep her for surgery to amputate her feet and hands, she refused, instead tending to her child John, who was born extremely premature, just 6 months after conception. Somehow the baby managed to survive, though Alex didn't, succumbing to her ailments just after reuniting with the love of her life Spencer. The narration of Elsa Dutton Isabel May revealed that Spencer never married again, though he found comfort with another widow, who bore another child with him. Fans had plenty to say about the finale, some revealing they wanted Alex to live, and some even claiming they'll never watch another show from creator Taylor Sheridan again. Many were heartbroken, like Maddie at Japralop, who said, reflecting on 1923 TV, and I'm so brokenhearted about what I went through this season. I was given real hope, and then they got the gloves off of Alex's fingers. Whoever is responsible for it, you suck. Pammy Fells at Cass and Princess enjoyed the finale, tweeting, "Welp, I sobbed, not cried, sobbed 3 times during the finale of 1923. Thing heartbreaking and oddly in its own way perfect. John Dutton absolutely had to come from the bloodline of Spencer and Alex." 1923 TV 1923 Yellowstone. Others like at Matt Fisher 515 didn't mince words, tweeting, "Without a doubt, at 1923 official season 2 is the biggest piece of doxed ever written. Imagine thinking so lowly of your viewers that you think anyone would believe this trash." 1923 TV, another user dubbed Maddie at Japralop said, reflecting on 1923 TV, and I'm so brokenhearted about what I went through this season. I was given real hope, and then they got the gloves off of Alex's fingers. Whoever is responsible for it, you suck. An ex-user named at Cliché Cultural had high praise, tweeting, 1923 TV was a soap opera, and I loved it. That was a great bittersweet ending. The building up into Alex and Spencer getting back together was so good. I love that Elsa keeps narrating those epilogues. Love that little Titanic ending with them reuniting in the afterlife. Others like at Band of Buffoons were annoyed with creator Taylor Sheridan, stating, "He could have written anything and he chose to write that. Yes, Sheridan is messed up." Asha at Thia Baby said, "I feel like I need to watch Harry Potter or Care Bears or something to erase my brain from that 1923 TV trauma." Andrea at Odinel's fan also had high praise, insisting, "That was a masterpiece. Alright, 1923 TV." Numerous characters were killed off in the multiple gunfights featured in the 2-hour finale, including Clyde Brian Conowl and Alec Colt Brown, 2 livestock agents who were actually spies for Whitfield. Tiana Rainwater Amina Nieves was ultimately apprehended by Marshal Mamie Fawcett Jennifer Carpenter and taken in front of a judge, charged with multiple counts of murder. However, the prosecutors could present no evidence or witnesses to support any kind of murder charge, so she's free to go. Tiana leaves the courthouse frazzled, in a daze, nearly hit by an automobile, as she admits she doesn't think she has a home to go to. One of Fawcett's Indian deputies suggests she simply finds a new home as she rides away from town. It was never confirmed in the series, but it's believed that Tiana is an important ancestor to the Rainwater Indian tribe from the original Yellowstone flagship series. Spencer also got to get his revenge on the man who started this war against his family, Donald Whitfield Timothy Dalton. Spencer shoots him dead in cold blood, adding he's responsible for the death of his wife, and Jacob saying he wants to make an example of Donald so nobody comes after him, his family, or his land for years. Interestingly enough, it was learned this season that Whitfield actually discovered the iconic train station, a county with a population of 0, where the Dutton family in Yellowstone has disposed of dead bodies, seemingly for years. Since Whitfield discovered it and never told anyone but his people about it, it's still unclear how the Duttons come across this geographical oddity. Creator Taylor Sheridan is also developing another prequel series to Yellowstone entitled 1944, seemingly following the next generation of Duttons to take over the land. He's also developing a spin-off set in the 4 Sixes Ranch in Texas and a modern-day spin-off called The Madison.